Welcome to MovieStudio. In order to keep viewers occupied while they wait for Bridgerton, Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story presents a dubious fact about the royal family with a deceptively straightforward solution. This appears to open up a plot hole in the Bridgerton universe. The third season of the popular period drama Queen Charlotte on Netflix focuses on the early years of Queen Charlotte and King George's marriage, expanding on their relationship. In addition to highlighting the backstories of other senior members of the aristocracy, the Bridgerton spin-off provides a complex portrayal of Gold Arrowshoeble's Queen Charlotte. Queen Charlotte, who is famous for being a matchmaker on Bridgerton, is heavily involved in the social season's proposals, especially those that involve her favorite debutante, or the season's diamond. Given the Queen's large family, it's surprising that she hasn't suggested a match between any of her sons, and any of the diamonds from Bridgerton's season Bibi, Dinavirus, Daphne Bridgerton, or Cherthra Chandran's Edwina Sharma, despite giving her nephew, Prince Freepick, the opportunity to court them. Queen Charlotte's decision to ignore her children's romantic relationships is understandable and reasonable, despite the fact that this presents a confusing dichotomy. The imperial bloodline had its hair as extra, and a lot more as Sovereign Charlotte, and Lord George's association created 15 youngsters. Therefore, Prince George of Wales, Queen Charlotte's eldest son and heir, was Princess Charlotte of Wales, who was revealed to be pregnant in the flashback. At the hour of Bridgerton seasons 1 and 2, in fact, the following 3 ages had previously started. Hence, the line of progression during Bridgerton was protected enough since it wasn't required. At that point, Sovereign Charlotte didn't have motivation to contemplate Daphne or Edwina as possible life partners for both of her children before Sovereign Charlotte. The social season would have finished when Princess Charlotte died in a conveyance bed. Assuming Sovereign Charlotte's timetable fell among Bridget in seasons 2 and 3, Ruler Frederick and Sovereign Edward were constrained to be offered by Sovereign Charlotte to save the bloodline after the Princess Imperial's demise killed 2 ages of beneficiaries. For obvious reasons, Daphne had lost her appeal as a bride after becoming Duchess of Hastings. Edwina, then again, would be a story point worth researching, as there isn't exactly one more clarification for why the sovereign chose not to meet Ruler Friedrich of Prussia with her. In addition to not initially having to make arrangements for the marriages of her children, Queen Charlotte may have found the process of getting married to be more stressful than enjoyable. Recalcitrant entitled and unshakable rulers and princesses, Sovereign Charlotte was known to appreciate seeing youthful masters and women coincidentally find heartfelt experiences. So it's conceivable that she intentionally overlooked her youngster's absence of social action. Considering that Sovereign Charlotte, a Bridgerton story, exhibited how Charlotte and George were denied the chance to pick who they wedded, it's conceivable that she imagined everything seemed good to give her kids a similar open door. Charlotte and George do end up falling in love, despite the fact that they were forced into an arranged marriage. Be that as it may, this arrangement isn't effective all the time. The Dandrys and Ledgers' loveless unions are unquestionably something that Queen Charlotte would detest for her children to go through. The principle calculates Charlotte's separation from her youngsters, who act as day-to-day tokens of their affection, may have been her anxiety over Lord George's crumbling emotional wellness. Sovereign Charlotte's detachment for her kids, whether out of adoration or disregard, provided them with a sample of opportunity in spite of their regal status, something Charlotte and George were denied in Sovereign Charlotte because of the crown.